Hello Cancer, Joe here. For those of you that know me, for those of you that don't, welcome. This is your mid-March to the end of March 2021 general tarot reading. This is an open reading, so it's not about any specific topic. It's just about whatever comes through, whatever's channeled, whatever intuitively comes through, Cancer. So this is for when you see it, okay? Then keep that in mind too. It's not going to be for everybody. Not everybody has the same story, so if it's not for you, that's okay. Just let it go. There's always another time where another message might be better suited for you, okay? So Cancer, we're going to talk about mid-March and see what you have going on. Let's have a look, Cancer. Sticky cards. They want to stick together. Ooh, enlightened. You have the 8th house with endings and beginnings, and the Observer. And I wanted to say enlightenment as I was pulling that card, and then I saw 8th house, and then endings and beginnings. So there, and you have Observer. So some kind of illumination, enlightenment, something at some point this month to the end of the month. It might be like an epiphany, the light going on, the light bulb going on, or having a big realization. So we'll see what this is about when I get to the tarot. Okay, you have the Dragon, leadership, integrity, power, and the affirmation is, I own my power with dignity and grace. All right. Endings and new beginnings, empowerment, leadership. So you very well might have the everything that you need to bring that ending into sight so that you can start something new. You're trying to wrap something up. You have that kind of that power behind you. You're able to see things with the Observer, having some kind of like insight that maybe is going to be very heightened mid-March through the end of March. So Cancer, pay attention to any signs or any understanding revelations that kind of come through to you in a kind of quiet way. What I mean by quiet way, it's like the light going on. It's like an internal discovery. It just kind of it just kind of pops up in your head, and then you really start to think about it, and you realize that whatever you've been pondering or observing, you probably are going to have an answer to something you've been waiting on. So, but let's see what's in the cards. Mid-March, yeah, the Sun. Okay, and I said enlightenment, so that's kind of the heart of this reading here. It's the Sun. It's really it's having everything in front of you lit up, illuminated. It's seeing all things around you for what they are. It's enjoyment. It's feeling good. It's renewal, rebirth. You have endings and beginnings. So in March, you're probably starting to find yourself kind of around the corner on something that's been taking a little bit of time to wrap up in your life. In the recent past, the Two of Wands, it's that forward looking, that looking to your future, looking ahead, and seeing, okay, what's on the horizon for me. And you have Justice here in your near future, Cancer. So definitely some good things kind of coming through for you. You have the Ace of Pentacles. You have an offer, a financial offer coming through for sure, and you have the 8 of Cups. You're leaving something stale and stagnant, and you're going to something that is fresh and new. I really like this, Cancer. So let's talk about this a little bit more. What else is going on for you? Let's see what your challenge is, though. You have Temperance. You might be struggling to kind of contain yourself, especially if you're feeling impatient, if you're feeling a little bit of a little battle weary, or just like you've been waiting a long time for something to come through. Temperance, to me, I just feel it's like there's this feeling of like having to be patient, not letting the wait get to the best of you, Cancer. So if there's something you're waiting on, if there's something that you're hoping for that has been like a long time coming, and that's kind of how I feel about this. You've been looking forward for some time with this Two of Wands in your recent past, and you have the Justice card coming in just in front of you in March here at some point. You're stepping into the light of the sun with the Sun card coming out. It's that complete change in your environment and your energy and your attitude, how you feel emotionally, mentally. It's like finally realizing, okay, I'm getting out of a long-standing problem or a rut, and in that is here's what you expect with this Ace of Pentacles. It's like a financial offer coming through, or a financial fresh start, or just a new start altogether in life. Maybe some of you are getting a clean slate. That could be bankruptcy, that could just be paying off debt, that could be getting your tax return and putting it towards something that's going to free you up in a big way. It could be so many different things here, but there's like something new that you've been holding onto for a long time, waiting to see come through. And that Temperance to me is like saying, hey, just wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, because it's coming. Don't doubt, it's coming for sure, Cancer. And the Eight of Cups. Right, this is. I almost feel like you're. It's like I always get the feeling of like stale bread. It's like you're always going to get a piece of bread and it's always stale. It's like the past has been very stale and hard, and it's just now you're moving towards some things that are going to be completely different for you. This 8th house with endings and beginnings, that's coming through for you. This enlightenment that I felt is also here in this reading with the Observer and the Sun coming through. And this leadership, integrity, power. I will read this affirmation at the end, okay, of this video. You have the Knight of Wands, Cancer. You have the King of Wands. You have the Ace of Swords. You have a new way of looking at things, a whole new point of view. And Queen of Pentacles, like a lot of stability coming through, just being able to like build something very solid, especially when it comes to your finances. There's this feeling of like a financial reset, a refresh, a new start, or just bringing a lot of loose ends or closed or open gaps in your life kind of fully closed. Going full circle is what I'm seeing here. It's like I see this closing of a circle and it's finally complete. This Queen of Pentacles is about that maturity coming through in your life. There's this feeling of like maybe a growing up a little bit, especially with the Ace of Swords, kind of having a new point of view, looking at things for what they really were. And also that Eight of Swords, I almost feel like it's like, oh, you might be looking back saying, wow, I can see where I was wrong, and maybe this decision I made, and even though something maybe didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, it's like there was a lesson in that. And I think for some of you it might have been just like it's okay to make mistakes, because we're going to misjudge things sometimes. We're going to sometimes go off of intuition or make the best decision we can with the information that we have at the time. And so I think there's like this feeling of just like maturing and maturity coming through. You have the King of Wands, excuse me, popping out here though. The King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. It's like I think you're going to be a little bit you're going to struggle a little bit, because you're like, I get this feeling you're ready to pounce, like you want to take something on, or you're really eager to make a move or approach something or execute a move. And I don't know what that's about, Cancer. It's definitely, to me, it doesn't feel like it's in love or relationships, but it's like it's a strategic move about your future moving ahead. And that strategic move is like it's a culmination of like your past experiences, seeing where you've succeeded and where maybe you've felt like you've failed, but don't chalk any of that up to being a failure, because it's a learning experience, and there can be no accidents if we're learning from something that maybe didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. But again, there's like you're really holding back on something, but you're like really eager to get out of the gate and make a move and to do something moving forward. And I think actually I want to pull one more, but this Queen of Pentacles, it's this wholesome, mature growth energy coming out, and it's, to me, it's like nurturing, growing something very that's like a labor of love of yours, or maybe you've held off for a very long time on doing something that is a dream of yours, and now this is like a labor of love. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles here, and it's like again, you know, you have the Ace of Pentacles and she's holding this one very big pentacle. The baby there kind of to me reflects the like the freshness of what you're going toward. It's not a literal baby, but it's something that it's in its infancy, right? So that's the way I see that, Cancer. So I'm going to pull maybe one or two more. I'm not going to do an extended reading tonight, but if you enjoy my channel and you want to support me on Patreon, check me out there. I do many extended readings. I won't be doing any probably until next week's round of readings. So here you go. You have the Fool and the Chariot. It's like a big leap of faith, and like I said, I almost felt like you were very eager to get out the gate. There's something that you're ready to pounce on and get going with, right? And the King of Wands is like, but you're trying to be very mature about your steps forward. You don't want to be overly eager or overzealous, Cancer. So, but definitely a good feeling energy coming out here. I do want to read this dragon affirmation because I couldn't expect you to read that. So let's talk about this. This says, it is safe for you to be powerful. You can be powerful and kind, good, humble, and gracious. True power achieves greatness and flows from the heart of the universe, not from human ego. Surrender any attachment to being admired, and you shall attract an abundance of recognition and respect. Interesting, huh? You have the abilities that are beyond the ordinary. You shall be guided on how to best express them to fulfill your destiny and assist all beings. Remember, you can only give according to what you can receive. Take time to balance and vitalize your internal energies. This is a really cool card to have this kind of message come out, because like I said, sometimes we are so focused on our vision for something, and we're immediately always thinking about the success and what the success will bring, but we don't really think about just the true purpose and the hard work to get from point A to point B. So, Cancer, let's pull one more and we'll conclude your reading. Crystals. Focus your energy, you know, and the crystals doesn't mean even if you don't have crystals, but if you do, that's perfect. But if you don't, you know, there's really good guided meditations with crystal singing bowls that you can find on YouTube. But I think that's probably a very good alternative if you don't have crystals. But you know, putting them out in the full moon, charging them, cleansing them, and just having one in your pocket is like a manifestation. I have some amethyst here and some selenite here. You know, it's like, you know, set your intention, put it in your pocket, carry it with you, and every time you feel that in your pocket, think about your positive affirmation, your manifestation that you're working on, because it's a good focal point to direct your thoughts and energy in order to help you quicker manifest what you want moving forward. Setting your intentions, clearing your mind. You can use a variety of different crystals. There's all different types that are kind of themed for, but really I believe it's all about your intention. Okay, Cancer, that's your reading. Thanks for stopping by. I will talk to you in another week. Have a great rest of your day.